Okay, so first thing we're going to do is create a simple landscape. So we don't want it to be too complicated because we want to be able to add the brush strokes within everything in the picture and not make it too overwhelming. So I'm just going to keep it simple and draw my horizon line very lightly. I'm going to add a tree and then put it kind of on a cliff, and then maybe something in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and start painting this, just like a basic underpainting using watercolor. Now I'm going to go get my acrylic paint and start adding the details to make it look like it's Post Impressionist work. Alright, here are the colors I'm going to use. So you don't need that many, I just have the primary colors plus one like yellow ochre color and white. So I'll start with the tree, for example. we want to layer the colors and do kind of strokes. So if you want to kind of outline something first, you can, because Post Impressionist style, they did kind of thicker outlines. They didn't worry so much about it being realistic with the lighting. They just focused more on color and texture and movement, things like that. Okay, so for the ground here, I'm actually going to try something a little different and do a color that is not really matching. And if you want to use a larger brush, you can. So let me start small because this is kind of off in the distance. As we get closer, I'll use a larger brush so I can get bigger strokes. So the large brush can work well because you can just press it and get some nice brush strokes. Go back and add a couple darker ones, more blue. Alright, now for the back mountains. Back to my small brush. I'm going to use this lighter pink color that I made earlier. I'm using actually an even smaller brush, and I'm just going to, oops, too much water on there. Now with some red, I'm just trying to be very loose with my strokes so it's not super perfect and it's very random. Constantly just layering. Alright, so I already went through and did some white and light blue in the sky. I'm now going to come back in with a little bit of a darker blue so that it's a little more noticeable. I started by creating a moon, and just drawing strokes around it, you know, similar to Vincent Van Gogh and his Starry Night painting. That was kind of his style. So that's what I'm using as a reference when I do this. All right. And after this, I'm actually going to go back and just add some different colors all throughout, so it's even more layered and not so like yellow on yellow. I might add a little more vibrant colors to it, just so that everything stands out and has that post-impressionist look. Alright, so that's pretty good for the sky. Alright, here's my final post-impressionist style painting. Last step is just to sign your initials or your name somewhere in the painting or on the back, up to you. And good luck, I look forward to seeing your work.